and excited to welcome you all to another episode of the Creative Voice podcast. I am your host, Iremi Tunde, a social media manager and a content creator. Hosting with me today is Shay Fumi.
I'm Fumi Omotayo. I'm a brand and marketing strategist.
And today's episode, we have a special guest in our midst. Is a content creator, a mobile videographer, and a brand designer, JOEL Ayobami.
So I'm a content writer here, and I don't like video. I'm not a content writer. I'm just saying from the perspective of someone that is a content writer. Like I don't like videos. Like I just even most times like let's assume I go straight. So I just love writing. How do I want to express a very long email to a video based content? Like it's a very long email. I've like pass out my emotions through writing. Like, how do I want to convert it? Do you think I should stick with like what I do and find the people that want what I do, or you feel like you still go on with the trend?
So, looking at that, you're a writer. Like you love writing, and that is what you love doing. Because now the trend right now says everybody's going video. Does that mean you should now restrict yourself or try to transition into that part? I would say a yes and a no. A yes due to the fact that I feel all creators should get to a place whereby you accept you should be versatile. You should be ready to move. You should not be stagnant and okay, this is what I'm doing, this is what's working. Then because things are always changing, you should be acceptable to change. Things are always changing. So if what is working right now is this form, it still does not mean you should stop what you were doing before. There are platforms that accept what you do. So it comes also like choosing the right platform for what you do. Now you know you're a text-based writer, you know your target audience are majorly like you said, you cannot compress. You can compress though, but your major target audience, you cannot find them on Instagram. They are scrolling through reels. So Instagram should not be your major focus platform. You should look into other platforms that focuses on that your particular skills as a writer. I think Medium works well. Writing on Medium, that works well too.
All right. So, I want to ask a question, and it's coming from the base of the fact that you are a multi-purpose creative. Now, over the years, you know, things happen, trends come, trends go. Like you put yourself out. Now, as long as you're putting yourself out, you are giving yourself an avenue for people to like view you for what you are putting out. Now, has there been a point where criticism has like criticism came in and you were not sure of how you handled it, or how did you handle criticism? Let me put it like that. Now, have you ever been in the position of being criticized, and how did you handle it?
All right. I think this is one thing every creator battles with. You want to put out a content or a particular piece of content, but you are scared of what will people say about it. Then you are scared of, oh, will I get criticized for this? I think every creator has gotten to that point, or everybody that started this journey of content creation will get to that point. And how do I handle criticism? I think the first thing I do is I believe in affirmations so much. Like I believe in it. Like affirmations, like I said I put out every morning. People think I just do it for fun. It's actually kind of like an affirmation for me. When I say
Yeah.
I'm God's masterpiece, what does it mean to be a masterpiece? It means you are perfect the way you are. Yes, there's room for improvement, but it means you embody perfection. You embody you are good.
Right,
So
right.
that kind of thing. So when I look back and get some kind of thing, yes, there are moments where I go into my shell and like I'm not doing it again. I give up.
Have you been trolled before? Like maybe you posted a content or you posted something on your WhatsApp status or possibly on your Instagram, and people or someone you know, let me use the word someone you know, someone close to you that you didn't expect it. Have you been trolled before?
Not really.
So yeah, okay, so like nobody has said criticized your work and used it in a negative form, like what are you even doing, or like just basically trying to put you down. Let me use that, put
Okay,
you
I think
down.
maybe once or twice that has probably
So how
happened.
did you handle that particular person? Did you know the person?
Yes, yes. There was a situation whereby I knew the person. The person just gave a comment like, "What is this?" Like At that point, you're like, but the way I handle criticism is, it's not everybody you should actually pay attention to.
Okay.
Not everybody knows how to criticize. Not every Some people just go through negative criticism and just give you like they don't know how to critique. It's not everybody that should be able to critique a work because there's a technique to critiquing. You
Yeah.
don't just go and backlash somebody. You at least compliment the person. Oh, you did great, but you can improve on so 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 and so. So imagine putting it out that way. The person is more receptive to even want to listen to you.
Yeah.
Let
Like
me see, like WhatsApp, and WhatsApp is that space that I always believe that is for family. Like family and friends. I know people like build like a whole brand, like a whole personal brand on WhatsApp, but I'm not one of those people that believe in that ideology. So and for friends and for people, we're not always like or our families, we're not kind of like in the same we're not always on the same page. Like you're a designer and them they're just this guy that just want to live life. Because you're a designer, obviously you want to read more books, you want to like learn more, you want to do so you've read a lot of books and you've had this mindset shift. So most times as creatives, we just want to come to like a space where we express ourselves and just put out our thoughts. So how do you feel like when you're writing about something or you are just putting out just like what you feel and the people you are saying it to are not really like getting like they're not even understanding. Like I've put it out a lot of times. It will have number of status view. Like I'm saying from as well, like they will see it. But you're expecting reply. Like you say these things and you want someone to just talk, let people have conversation around this thing. But it's just as if oh, make this guy they doing home. Like you think building on WhatsApp, like just having a whole brand on WhatsApp because now WhatsApp is like the new trend because I think it's easier. So do you think is it good to build on WhatsApp or you just leave WhatsApp for your family and friends and focus on other platforms?
So WhatsApp is like you said, very funny. And when I started out, I love the way the analogy you gave. Like you start out, probably you were doing rubbish, like you were not in the right sense, and you were just everybody knew you as. Because no, I feel when WhatsApp comments come like that, you should not be surprised because how will somebody that on a normal day I know it to be just posting rubbish, then all of a sudden you want to come up and tell me you have sense now.
right,
So
right.
you should expect that kind of what is going on here. So I think WhatsApp requires patience and requires audience building. At the initial stage, everybody is not your audience because, like you said, your families are there, your uncles are there. Even your uncles be like, "What is this boy? What is he doing?" I will not lie to you. There was a content I made one time like that. One of the people I look up to entered my DM and like, I don't understand. What's like?
What's
There's
going
no
on?
sense in this thing. Like, what are you doing? Said I just watched the video, but I didn't understand anything. So you are going to get that thing. So it means at that point you should not, because of that kind of backlash or because of that kind of reaction, you put out content, nobody reacts to it. You see 200 status views, nobody comments, and you're expecting a comment. This is meant to drive
Yes.
a
A
conversation,
conversation, yes.
and you just wait and chill and you see that nobody's saying anything like
This thing happened to me. Sorry, like it happened to me just yesterday. Like when I wanted to talk about that thing, everybody was like, "She come and talk about this thing." So I just load my status, carry everything. I go grammarly, proofread, do this thing before I can start. I posted like five different slides. Nobody even said it's fine. I learned something from this thing. Or what is this thing like really? Like I even told them to slide up if they want to like have more comment. Nobody even I was just like, eh, that thing is actually bad. But if okay, you said that it's good to love, to do what you love, even if it's not paying, you just need to continue. Imagine that what you really love is not on WhatsApp. How do you get to okay, let's start from there. Like how do you know what you love really? Because that thing is hard. Because today I can say I see someone that is taking photograph, like that is snapping pictures. "Ah, I love this photo. Now I learn photo. It has happened to me. I want to learn bass guitar. I want to learn acoustic. I want to learn a lot. Like why? How do you know? How did you know that this is this thing that even if anything is dying, this is what I really want to hold on to.
so now let me use this analogy or let me use this to answer that question. I come from a community, and that's the cave community, and
We
there's
belong to
something.
the same community.
Oh, that's good. Wow, I didn't even know. So
Right?
I'm a member of the cave community, and we use ikigai. Yeah, ikigai would
Okay.
is a Japanese phrase. It will help you discover. Is in a way to help you discover what you love, because I feel what you love. One question ikigai will ask you is, what is that one thing that if you
Yes,
know
yes.
you don't get paid for, you can do it till like forever, no matter like you don't get paid for it, you just find joy doing it. That's one thing.
Wait, I also I have a brother that loves killing mosquito.
No, that does not count,
That
please.
was
That
not
does not
like
count. That does not count. No, it cannot count. Please remove that. Okay, so you were talking about WhatsApp and all of that. Now, I want to bring it from the part of trends.
okay.
How do you keep up with now? You're a graphics designer and things change. You hear, okay, so the mock-up of today does not work with the mock-up of tomorrow, or the kind of concept you use for your design today does no longer work with the concept of all that. Or as a content creator, or no, let me use from mobile videographer now. They'll tell you this editing skill is already outdated and all of that. Now,
Yeah,
how do you keep up with trends, with technology, with changes? Like, how do you keep up with trends basically?
I for trends I think it's something you need to like, number one, always be updated.
How
Always be
do you not
updated. How
stay
do you
there?
keep up with this thing now? Like you said, it is always changing. It
Yes.
is always changing. What works last year is not what works this year. It is always changing. That's why I think before I said be versatile
Yes.
and be like receptive to change. So don't stick like, okay, let me even use a very good scenario. Imagine when we were in secondary school, there were certain set of photographers. When we want to take our graduation pictures, you just go there and you just go there, they do whatever with a red background, and that was
Yes.
looking dope at that point. But now imagine I tell you somebody wants to take my photo now, and the person is telling me to come into a studio and I'm seeing that kind of background and the
All
old
this
setting.
Adira background.
You get. So at that point I'm like, no, 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 this can't work again. So I think every creator, designer, whatever you're doing, any person that has the skills, you always have to be receptive to change. There will be moments where you know that this is no longer working and you need to switch off. And there will also be moments where it's not every trend you jump on.
Talking about that,
Yeah.
what would I want to hear more, like a very broad view on that, because a lot of people feel that as a content creator, to
Mhm.
stay up, to stay in the front of people's face, you need to, want to talk about every trend, want to hop on every trend, create videos on every trend and all of that. I want to hear your view on that. Like, what's this trendy thing like as a creator must you be in the trend? Let me put it like that.
This thing is two ways. The first way is trends are very important, especially for people in digital space like
Yes,
creators. Trends are
yes.
very important. Don't say, oh, I want to stick to my uniqueness and leave trends. I feel trends are something you should study to see like, okay, okay, let me start all over again. You jump on trends based on what your goals. So every creator has a goal. So what is your goal? So imagine that now brings you to you don't jump on every trend because
Okay.
of your goal. So my goal this month is to do a particular thing. Then a trend from nowhere comes and it is going to deviate me from my goal because of the old, oh, join every trend thing, I now decide to go and do it. At that point, funny thing at that point sef, I might even lose
Focus.
the interest of my audience because my audience is already like they are glued to a particular form of content or a particular trend I've been given. So for me to just switch up like that and just go into a different thing, it might some people be like, why? I've had instances where friends, like yeah, followers came to me, they were like, you didn't have to do that one, like it was not
So not
necessary.
necessary.
Exactly.
Okay, okay.
So I have this question. Sorry, I have to read. I wrote it down. You said you talked about uniqueness and this thing and being distinct. Now I know that uniqueness is just being you and doing your things in your own way. And this being distinct is more of like you are being you, but you move with things that are going. So this is like uniqueness is more of like you are being you, just you. You do things your way, like you don't follow. But distinct is everybody is doing this thing. Like we're in the same market. You're still in that market, but you're still very different. So let's take this trend thing from this side. Let's say it's from you follow the trend, but you're doing it your way. So let me say use someone like Lai. Sorry, Lai almost works with every trend, but there's a way he fine tune it to his own style. He's still following that trend, but he's still his own self. Do you believe you just need to be unique? Dance be yourself. You've set the goals. You're disciplining yourself to stay with the goals. But your audience, remember too that your audience are also watching the same trend. So you need to like check it. Your audience are watching the same trend. Not everybody will actually go with the trend out of your audience, not everybody will like the trend, but many of them will still like it because that is what is good. So you feel down, you still need to just be yourself and focus on your audience. Like just be that thing, that your style, focus on it and just don't try to like shift a bit and align with what the market is saying at that point. Or sometimes just try to shift. You see, go still be yourself, but shift go this side, may may the market see the feel say you did.
You saying this thing, I like the analogy or the example you use using Lai Wasabi. Lai content, you notice Lai follows trend sometimes.
Yes.
Even many
A
times,
lot of
a lot
times.
of times it
A lot
follows
of
trend,
times.
but still and still, it does not mean Lai is following a trend. Let me use a common trend. Imagine this, there was a 10 something like that. So
Yeah.
imagine Lai now comes and start doing 10 and it does not like fit into that part. But when he wants to use that, he uses his own uniqueness. His uniqueness is we know that kind of thing. Like he does this up wide angle shots, videos and things like that explain. So even in that thing, it will infuse that trend and you yourself, you catch it and you know that oh, you use this trend. You will like highlight it. Everybody at the end of the day will find out that oh, he's even talking about this particular trend that is ongoing. So there's this word, this quote from the book I read says every human being is good at being something, and that's being yourself. I'm trying to I think is Raval some I don't know. I've forgotten it. But every human being is unique at being something, and that's being yourself. There's no other person like you. You're actually one of a kind. No, as bogus as that word may sound, it is the truth. The way I'll do 10 people can be in a room doing something, but the ability for you to be able to pick out somebody, that's the uniqueness of that person. We are all doing the same thing, but because of that just one distinct extra thing you add to yours, we are all making a particular set of video, but you're just adding a different thing to it, a different spice to it. That is you bringing in your uniqueness, and it's you still being relevant and following trends.
So content creation, I really know this whole podcast is centered around like content creation and showing yourself. Do you believe everybody? We said everybody is involved in the form of content. WhatsApp TVs, WhatsApp TVs. Let's talk about WhatsApp TVs. Okay, let's not talk about like the thing is, have you wake up? This person is like TV. It's just this person that you look at. He creates content to like from what he said, you put out something, you are creating something like you are creating content. But content is supposed to be something that is in sync. Like everybody should know that you are following this path. If you are a sadist, you are a sadist. If you are that person, you're that person. But what also that says this money is hungry. In the evening, you don't get money, you don't eat like don't pay payment or maybe he got a job. You know this person is working like a skill. Like yeah, if the money he told you he's hungry. Then let's take it from the angles of WhatsApp vendors. Yeah, I think they are the best examples. Are they content creators or they are just marketing their products? Like, are they just posting their product? Because you said putting out something is content creation. But WhatsApp vendors, at least the ones that I know that they call themselves WhatsApp vendors.
So you're talking about those ones that do up and grateful, then post all those that 20 design.
You see
Okay,
like
okay,
50
okay,
product
okay. So
pictures. Like
now are these people content creators or what will you call them?
okay, let me retrace to the first word I said. I said everybody creates content,
Yes.
but it does not mean everybody are content creators.
All right. So that is one point as that I was even looking to
Yeah,
ask.
everybody creates content.
For every
Imagine everybody cooks food, but does not make you a chef.
yes, right.
Same thing like that. So it does not mean they are doing it right. One way or the other, you are creating content. By putting out things every morning, it means you are creating content. You are doing something. But is it right? are you doing it the right way, or you are just doing it? So that's what makes you distinct from somebody that is just posting and you that are doing it as a creator.
So what is the right way of doing content?
The right way of doing content.
Or what can you say is the right way of doing content?
Like, how do you think they can involve themselves into
You know, it's funny, like you claim to sell luxury things, as in things worth 200, 500, 800, and I'm seeing I've not eaten. Like, bro, eat. Am I supposed to give an hungry person this huge amount of money? Am I supposed to trust you with this amount of money and you've not eaten? Please go and eat first.
people already left
People are still in that era. People are still there.
meme.
No, people are
People,
still there.
okay, they use men, but it's still the same.
People are still there. See, don't let me start. Don't get me
No,
started
people still
on
do it.
that.
No, people still do it.
People still do that
I've
a
not
lot.
eaten. No, if you don't patronize me, I will
Your
not
mommy
eat.
will. What the? My mommy will know what? And you're no, like, you're a luxury brand. You sell
Yeah.
luxury things, and you're telling me if I don't buy from you, I should buy from you. My mommy will know that. God forbid first. My mommy will know that. My daddy will know that. And you claim to be a even a affordable, a substantial brand, like a lesser brand. And you shouldn't be done like. I don't see that as that's not marketing, that's not selling, that's not content creation. That's just garbage. Like, and you need to trash it out because
Honest, to
that's
be
not
very
even no,
honest,
that's not even true. There's something they call
it's
emotional
blackmail.
marketing.
Yeah,
I feel
emotional.
that's not even close to it.
Yeah, that's not
In
close.
fact, blackmailing is still better. Self. Like, if you're blackmailing me too, you're blackmailing, like, okay, let me blackmail this girl to buy from me. Let me say, I feel that's just trash. Like, telling me you've not eaten since morning. How am I supposed, like I said before, how am I supposed to trust you? Like, even with my 5,000 naira, if you've not eaten, how am I supposed to trust you? How am I supposed to believe that you will deliver when you've not even eaten? Won't you can use my money to eat? That kind of thing. But like we said, we started out their problem. Now, what do you feel is like the right? What can you say is the right
Like, how can
way?
they put their
Like, how
content
can they,
right?
Yeah.
especially those on WhatsApp? Like, what would you say is the right way for them to do it?
Mostly, I want to even commend WhatsApp vendors for one thing is their consistency. I want to,
They are very
I want
up
to,
and grateful. We are
I want
open.
to,
We are open.
People way like people that that people that really say that maybe this month they come. Everybody they get new month goes. This month I want to post every day on Instagram. But at the end, na only one video we go see. But they don't even need to come with that announcement. Every day you are seeing them wake up like this, your first status. You have seen.
It's
So
a wastage.
I want to give them their flowers. No, they are doing a very good job when it comes to consistency. But now, when you are consistently doing rubbish,
Ah.
that's where the issue comes.
Okay, is you constantly doing rubbish for
So,
me? Okay.
consistency in like, okay, I'm so sorry, WhatsApp vendors,
Please
but
say it. They will see it, but
but the
say it.
truth is,
Let them get the truth.
for one thing, they've gotten consistency right. Fine, quite all right. But you cannot tell me. I love that example. You say you are a luxury brand, but you are telling me you have not eaten. So you are telling me now you have not eaten. Then you go ahead. The next slide, you are posting a 50K product, and you expect me to buy, and you expect me to believe you will deliver. Why? How? You have not eaten now. You will use my money to go and eat. You first of all chew, eat, then now remember, oh, I have to deliver before you did. So I feel one thing WhatsApp vendors should go and learn, or one thing every vendor on that is wanting to use WhatsApp as a platform for sales is storytelling. How to infuse storytelling in their content.
Storytelling.
Yeah. I think they get it very wrong. So that's why, see, let me tell you, a lot of times people think their views are working. It is not really working. People, you've done it many times. You are just scrolling till you get
Yeah,
to the
just
end.
I just tap
Tap,
tap
tap,
tap
tap,
tap 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 tap
till you
tap
get to
tap.
the end.
Yes.
Nobody really pays attention to a 50 product post. Like, it's overwhelming. That's at the end of the day, it's overwhelming. So I feel one thing vendors can do, or one thing anybody putting out a business on WhatsApp should go and learn. It should be a number one thing. Learn how to infuse storytelling in their content. You don't just come up and post product pictures. Today, like, tell us why I should even buy this thing. Like, why? Okay, you post, let's make an example. You post 10 product of shoes, like 10 pictures of shoes, and you just expect me to see one and feel like, oh, this is nice and buy it. Why should I want to? Why should I want
Why
to buy
should I
from
get
you?
from you? A lot of people are posting shoes. Why
Like
you?
that's even true. I
Why
have a
you?
lot
Like
of
a
people.
lot of people.
See, right
Yes.
now, if you tell me I need a shoe,
And you put it on your status, you see a lot of people that will
a
tell you
lot
I
of
sell
people will
shoe.
make. So, what makes you
Yes.
stand out from the crowd? If everybody comes every morning and posts 10 pictures of what they are selling every morning, or like 10, post 50 pictures of what they are selling, I'll get. See, I'll mute you.
I'll block you.
I'll no, I might not. I don't go so extreme. I'll just mute you and save
I
myself
don't know,
the
but me, I
stress.
will block you.
Then what? Now you let me make an example. Let's use a vendor A. A vendor A comes up this morning, and maybe this morning, instead of posting, she sells shoes. So instead of posting shoes, vendor A comes this morning and tells me one of our customers that bought the shoes and how the shoe helped his life one way or the other. Or okay, I like paint a story like a customer of mine or a client of mine bought a particular shoe and wore it to his project defense. And the first comment that he got was, this your shoe is nice, and that automatically gave him a very good report. So imagine me, I'm coming, I see that thing on your status, I'm so glued, I want to get to the end of this. Then at
Yes.
the end, you get there and you put your product. Why wouldn't I want to buy from you? Because I believe like, oh yes, this person,
I'll get compliments
I'll
getting
get,
from you
yeah,
also.
that thing of, so if I wear this shoe, I'll get this compliment. Everybody likes to feel good. Everybody likes to be complimented. So if you telling
Yes.
me that if I buy a pair from you, you smell nice and 10 people compliment me one day, if that day I step out and two people compliment me, trust me, anybody that asks me who is your perfume vendor, is your name I will call.
That's right.
So imagine that comes in, then a vendor B that comes and just posts this. To get to a point, then somebody comes to my game and like, oh, Joel, I need to get a shoe. Who first of all pop on my head?
Vendor A,
Very
definitely.
simple. So storytelling is very important. You should know how to infuse storytelling. You should know how to what is the pain point of the person that you are targeting. What does this my audience need? A lot of people don't know what they need. Like they don't know what their audience
If
needs.
we talk about that target audience thing, I feel we're not going to
They are
leave
not going to
today's
live
session
today.
because I feel a lot of people.
Yeah.
No, okay. I want us to talk about it. I think I want us to talk about it. Like it's very. I want us to like put some pointers in it. Now, a lot of
Said,
people.
sorry, I said before that, what
Yeah.
if your audience are not on WhatsApp? Take, for example, someone that is selling a luxurious product.
Those people now that you mentioned, didn't who do they know their audiences? Some people claim to sell luxury brand, but the people they are targeting is people that don't even know where their breakfast is coming from. Like you understand that what I'm
Yeah,
saying now?
I get your
Like
point.
you are putting for people that you don't know their break where you don't even, you are just like going scouting all around and you're scouting all around and you're like, and should be their people. I feel like if irrespective of what you want to put out, a content creator, as a business owner, as a creative and all of that, the very important thing, like the very number one thing is to know your target audience. I
Yeah,
scream this a lot. Know your target audience, because knowing your target audience will even make it easier for you
that's
to
right.
break things down, to navigate things down. But like I said, if we should talk about the matter of target
But sorry, let
audience,
me ask that.
we're not
So,
going to leave there today.
coming from the marketing side of you, when I talk with a lot of business people, what they say is, okay, you are selling a luxurious brand. I say I'm targeting guys that
Luxury
are
brand,
like
yes.
guys that are good, that are rich, or people that are wealthy.
Okay.
Let me use that word. Then me too, I'm coming out. I'm selling luxurious brand and luxurious stuff, and I'm targeting the same people that are targeting. Like that is the problem. Most of them feel like, okay, if I'm just all of us now, if we say we want to fine tune our target audience, that means we are facing the same person. That is why most of them now like just do everything and they feel like the right person is going to come. But the problem is after you find your target audience is not just the people that are wealthy.
Mm,
Now you are selling anything can be luxurious.
yeah,
Anything can be luxurious.
Yes.
It can be a shirt. It can
I feel luxurious comes with the definition of the perspective of the people of I feel luxury to you is different from what luxury to me is. So it's the definition is different, the perspective is different. So I feel you want to understand. Now my own is everything can be luxury. I feel everything cannot be luxury because you see vendors selling t-shirts of 2,000 naira, 3,000 naira. Can those people call themselves luxury brands? Me, I blankly tell them that you are not a luxury brand. Yes, I'm saying it and I'm going to say it again. Like, you are within this category, you're under an affordable brand.
Yeah.
I think I can
But
come from this aspect.
coming from the
They are
aspect of your
luxury,
luxury,
like
they're
they are
not luxury.
luxurious,
How are they
even if
luxury?
it's affordable.
Okay.
Because if we are saying it, the wealthy man too is affordable to the wealthy man.
Yes.
Sorry, can I cut in there?
Yes, please.
Can I cut in? For when you talk about luxury right now, a wealthy man, when you say luxury, the first thing that comes is the price of that thing.
Exactly.
Somebody that has the money for something is not thinking price. So a luxury brand, have you ever seen a luxury brand come up and say this is very affordable? That's not a
So
word
the
for them
word
to
affordable
use
and luxury can't even go together.
because it is luxury.
It be
So
like
it means I have the money to afford this, but I just need to know why I should buy from
buy
you.
from you.
That's the same. Like even if we're targeting the same person, there needs to be
Yeah,
like that distinct
this thing.
thing. So
Yes,
even if we're like selling like
I
very
correct people on it. Luxury and affordable cannot go
substantial,
together.
like even I think in fashion this thing. So when
Fashion.
people are like
Fashion, yes, people
Yeah,
into fashion, people sell
it's
items
majorly in
like I sell
fashion.
luxury and affordable bags.
just
I
luxury
sell
corporate wears,
Sure, yeah.
like you don't need to sell
sell
fashion. You are
Everything.
selling a luxury. You
now
don't need
let's not start with those ones, please, because I feel I'm
It's
a
a very
marketer and I see a lot of trashy things that it vexes me a lot. Like, okay, that vexes me a lot. Like, I feel you are selling affordable items. That's fine. That's okay. Nobody's judging you. Nobody's criticizing you. You see your customers, they'll love you and all of that. You are selling a luxury thing. That's okay. That's all right. It's just like you're saying someone who sells perfume. Now we know, okay, you sell perfume 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 10,000 naira. You have your target audience.
yeah.
Now you are adding perfume of 500k, 300k, 200k, and you're putting them together. Don't you believe there's going to be a clash in it?
At that point, fine. You said something. You said you started off selling to. Is it
No,
like
I
when
mean you're doing the
you
two
are
of them
doing the two
together.
together,
So
and
today I'm posting, come and buy your perfume. I sell affordable perfumes. This perfume is about 2,000 naira,
okay,
3,000 naira. Then in the evening I'm coming with,
if I could,
oh, I sell luxurious perfumes and I'm coming with 200,000, 300,000, and I'm scouting around for these two kind of audience that will be interested um in the products that I'm posting. Don't you believe that there's going to be like a clash in it? Or do you feel that there should be a focus on one and there should be focus on the other?
all right. So there's what I advise for somebody starting out. When you're starting out, you can explore every field. You can do the cheap one and the expensive one. Once you
Okay.
get to a point, that's because you are still looking for audience. So the moment at that point you are looking for audience and you don't want to, you want to still be in business.
All right.
So at that point, there are two ways to this thing. This is the first way. The first way is you merge everything together, scout for your audience. Then as you grow and progress,
You know
you start
which you're having more.
identifying, yes, which is, yeah, you get,
I
which is
get you.
thriving
I
more.
get you.
Then when you identify that set of this thing, then you can delve into that part. Then the other part is from the onset, from the beginning, you are screaming, this is what my brand is doing. You
All
only
right.
do luxury and this. It's not, then when you now come out from the beginning and say this, it's not tomorrow because you see, I'm not getting sales. Then you now put in very like, not like
I get
affordable
you. I
things
get you.
like
I
that.
get you. Yeah.
People can actually, yes. So when you say luxury, you stick to your luxury.
I hope you guys are listening. If you are selling luxury, stick to your like stick to it. Stick to it alert. Okay, so I want to hear your point, your approach of networking. Now, how do you approach networking and building relationships within the creative community, both online and offline? How do you network? How do you build how do you build with people both online, and have you started building offline? Like,
My approach to networking,
yes, your approach.
first thing as a creative, networking is very important. Very, very important. You cannot do these things in isolation and you want to thrive. Um, it will get to a point, it will get frustrating. I've had so many, the truth is, so many opportunities I've had today were due to the network I was able to build because it saves you, funny thing, what networking does to you, it saves you the stress of explaining and explaining. Imagine a friend of yours refers you to another person. you don't need to do a lot of explaining because the person already trusts the
Different.
friend referral. So when he gets there, you just go into business and boom. So and that comes as a result of you networking. So if you want to just stay and I'm doing my thing, I don't want to. I don't feel like making. I don't know how to make friends. Make friends. I don't know how to go to events. Go to
Go to
events.
events.
But from event, like you know that events, we network and all like that. How do you keep up that relationship and it won't feel like you're stuck in them?
No, you're
You're just
pressure. You're
talking. You're
talking
pressuring
on the
yourself. Like,
person. Yes.
um, okay, this was a common trend that time, especially on WhatsApp. Random people enter your DM and they'll be like, I saw your number on the group chat, and I just
People
want
still
to.
do it. People still do
It still,
it.
oh, it still happens.
They
So
send you one format of
for
Now they have
discussion,
like a format. I am a lovable person.
like a code
yeah, I was
DM.
looking for that word. I'm fun to be with.
Fun to build.
Fun to be with. I don't. So imagine that thing was so trendy. It's still trending itself. So so common. People just come in and expect me to just warm up to you. Then I warm up to you and see most times it's easier to network with people when you have something to offer. Now I'm coming
Okay.
to you and I come imagine I'm coming to you, you're a marketer, right?
Yeah, I
I come to
am.
you and like, oh, I've studied this and this and this. But I just noticed like I've been observing your page, very beautiful. I love your content. Well, I don't know. I just feel if you can do this way and do it this way, it will you can try it out or I can help you try it and I'll make a research and let's see how it goes. Do you think that person will not want to reply your DM? But they're like, oh hi, what's up? How are you doing? So there are different ways to approach networking. You
Right.
don't just come and show yourself on people like accept
I'm
me.
fun and I'm fun
I'm
and
fun.
I'm fun and
Exactly, approach me. Yes, there
I'm
are
fun and easy to talk to.
there are many. Sure, that we cannot exactly push that out of place.
Yeah,
There are
right.
places for that. Like maybe I go to an event now. Most
Just
times,
jovial
yeah,
talks.
it's just jovial talks. We are just talking and like, oh, can I get a number? And
But
boom.
do you feel it's now right that I walk up to you like, "Hi, Joel. I've had so many things to, so many nice things about you and all of that. My name is Ire, and I'm fun and jovial to talk to and all of that." Do you think it's like a nice approach to say in your discussion immediately, or should
Okay.
it be in a way you're relating?
Yeah, I for one, I don't feel you should come up with I'm fun and jovial. Please just take it out. Just introduce yourself. Like introduce yourself. Tell the person like compliment. See,
Okay.
the easiest access to people is complimenting their work. Imagine now, don't just go to people and without having information about them.
Right.
So
Right.
okay, imagine now there's an event that will take place and Lai Wasabi will be at that event and I want to network with him, or maybe there will be an opportunity for me to actually get to talk to
Talk to
him.
him.
Now, at that point, I'm meant to do my homework, meant to do my research, do your assignments, check it out. Oh, how do oh so when I'm going to him, I'm filled with information about him. So like,
And
oh,
the discussion is
the
able to even
discussion can come up
flow.
like,
Yes.
oh, there was one video of yours, I saw this and this, there's a thing you did, there's a style of it, I really love that style. Like, I feel you should continue doing that. Person will be really like, wow, that's good. You notice that, like, yes, I do, and I watch most of your videos, and I'm really a big fan. At that point, trust me, the next time the person sees you, your name will stick up. Your name might not
Right.
stick, but your face will surely
Yes.
ring a bell.
I think the same thing works too for mentors. Like,
Yeah, for
Yeah, when you're
mentorship too.
approaching your mentor.
so we're talking about like we already said that it's good for businesses to go into the act of content creation. And let's assume people that do vlog or people that just do content, they don't have the skill, they don't have like a business that the end goal is to sell their product. They're just doing it. Now, most people now feel like the end goal of content creation to those kind of people is influencing. Do you think there are no other opportunities for them, like rather than just being an influencer? And for me, I think influencing, like that term influencing, has been misused because you just see someone that have like 1,000
And I already like I'm an
I'm an
influencer and all of
influencer.
that.
for WhatsApp TV is a lot. Screenshots, 10,000, 10,000.
10,000 students.
If like you can post something and nobody likes because you don't even understand the audience. You are going for quantity, not quality. Like you need to, for me, I feel like if you are building anything, you need to understand the people you are building it for. Like you need to understand. So most of them now feel like, okay, if I don't get plenty views, the next thing is influencing. Like Influencing is the next thing. You now start to see them. They are going to this brand to meet this one. Today they are branding. They are going for maybe today they went to meet one person that is into tech. Tomorrow you see them. They're going to meet someone that is selling food. They are just going on. Though it works for some people, which may I believe is love. But what is like your take on it? Do you believe the end goal of content creation should be influencing things?
Hmm. So influencing for I would say influencing is just one of the like one of the avenues, like one of the end goals. Like at a point, you get to a point that your numbers have grown, you have large engagement and other things. So at that point, sure, brands will be reaching out to you to want to influence their brand. You get to a certain number, and that is what will come after. But that is not just all. Now, content in a way, content, yeah, I think this is where we should get it right. Content can either be educative, can either be entertaining, can either be informative. Then I'm trying to remember the last one. Okay, let's leave it at those three. So you're an inspiring, yeah, an inspiring. So your content, you might just putting it out. Imagine Christian creators now. Most of them do not start out with I want to influence at the end of the day. Or most of them are not even influencing. Most of them are just doing it to like okay probably bless someone's life. Let's not even say Christian creators, people that do I'm trying to look for someone from the top of my head, but people that do less quote and unquote motivational talks. At the end of the day, what inspired that was they want to make somebody feel better. So success to them is people feeling better. So at that point, when they get to a certain point where the old testimony or the old remarks from people is, oh, I've been following you for a while and it has really helped my life. To them at that point, that is success to them. Then then I think the major issue is because at that point when you see you have a lot of numbers, you now want to monetize it. You want to monetize it. So that's when you can now decide to go into influencing. Can even decide to start up a brand because now you have a number already. You have built trust. So you can transition and introduce your brand, and boom, because of that level of trust people have in you, you'll be able to scale up fast.
All right. So I want to ask, now that you're in your finals, like while you're going to do your FIB, you're going to graduate, life after school is going to come bubbling in and all of that. Do you believe in using your certificate to work, or we're going to go for the degree? I said for the degree to the skill. So this is the degree, this is the skill, and do you believe that okay, I'm going to use my degree or I'm going to use the skill? Which
Right now, I'm at a phase in my life where I think both can actually work out.
and can you like permanently do
Okay,
both?
now,
Or do you believe rather because you're still in school, so do you believe that you can permanently do both?
so one good thing about my career path is I'm a computer engineer.
Oh
So
It's easier for people like this.
yes,
so
yes,
I
yes.
cannot rather talk about other people. For myself, I think I'm widely into the media and tech space. So I
All
could
right.
delve into that as full time and pick up something or any other thing like that.
Joel, it has been amazing having conversations with you,
Thank
but
you.
so bad we have to wrap up. So to wrap up, what's that piece of advice, what's that piece of wisdom that you want to give to people that are looking to work in your part, either as a designer, as an editor, as a content creator, and it's like, what's that specific advice do you want to give to people?
When you say wisdom, it makes you look like a wise
Please,
person.
you're a wise man. You're a wise man.
What you
Like,
say?
no, before you say it, like the way you've been dropping the bars, you've been dropping
Ah,
bars, and I'm like, no, we brought in a wise man to today's guest. So I want let's give us the wisdom. Let's hear the words of from the wise man.
all right. I think the first thing is start with what you have.
Start with what
Start with
you
what you have.
are.
A lot of times, even I think majorly it happened with even to the best of us, even to myself, it happens. You know, you get to that fact, you enter Instagram, you see a lot of people, they are set up, they are gadgets, they are
Yes.
this, they're all lightning. Like the camera is it's so sharp. And you're like, what do I have? I have my Android phone or have this iPhone 6. I have like you just like you're looking at your limitations instead. Like, what do I have? What do I have? But at that point, the truth is, start with what you have. Now, that's why I want to emphasize on this point that content is not just videos. You
Okay.
want to start creating content and your phone camera is not that good,
Going to
skip
write
video
some.
for like skip video content for first. Like start with writing, express your thoughts, let people see things from your own perspective. It doesn't have to be something so I need to bring out one wisdom from one book. It can be just your daily experience, what you learned. Okay, I stepped out today, something happened, and I just felt I learned something from this event. And somebody can just be watching and like see that particular thing. I just love it, like, wow, this thing is good. Okay, let me make a quick example. I used to post song recommendations on my status. I just post it randomly, screenshot my playlist and just post it. Until recently, somebody just messaged me and like, there's a particular playlist you posted one time. You've not updated in a while. Like so people follow these things.
Yeah.
So start with what you have. If it's that particular thing you said, like I said, don't restrict yourself to just making videos. Make it text. You can. There are many fun ways to spice this thing up. So just to start with what you have. Then also gadgets, gadgets. I think this is one topic,
It's
a,
like a very broad
a
topic,
very
and
broad
we start
thing.
talking about it.
Exactly. So for gadgets, don't go and buy gadgets you don't know how to use.
Get to that face first.
I remember when I started out, I got a ring light, I got a mic, and I got a gimbal.
A
I
gimbal.
got a gimbal. Now imagine how expensive a gimbal is.
Yes.
Trust me, do you know, 2 months down the line, my gimbal got spoiled. I didn't know how to use it. So I didn't even know how to handle it well. So I traveled one time, I kept it in my bag, only for me to bring it out and just saw it shake. Like, oh my God. So till that day, I didn't get a gimbal till recently. Why did I get it recently? Because I
You
now
need
need it
it.
and I now know how to use it. So don't rush into getting gadgets. First thing, number one, if you need to, you should ask people for advice. Ask people like, oh, what should I get? I think the major things to start out with is you need good light source. If you don't have money to get a light, face the
The
sunlight.
natural light does
Natural
good
light.
job,
The sun is free.
and does a
Use
very
it.
good job. A
Exactly.
very good
Face
job.
sunlight. Use a well lit space. Then get a mic. If you don't have a mic, there are different. AI has made things very easy. Even editing, when you're editing, you can modulate or
Yeah,
enhance your
right.
voice to make it
Right.
come out well. So all those things, I think AI and other things has made content creation very easy. So I think that is all I have to say for now.
Thank
Why?
you very much, Joe. We appreciate your presence. Thank you for having
Thank
these
you so much.
conversations with
Thank you
us.
so much for
I
having
feel
me.
honored. No, I feel honored being in the presence of a wise man.
Oh my
Like,
god.
I think we're going
I
to
think you
like.
guys
No,
should
I
stop
need.
saying
I like it. A wise man. Or the
masterpiece.
conversation with the
oh
wise
man.
man. All right, Joe. Thank you so much for coming in. We appreciate your presence.
Thank you
Like, I
for
think we need to name
yeah.
this conversation with a wise man,
Oh
because
my
we
god.
had conversations with a wise man. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for
And,
inviting me.
all right. And we've come to the end of today's episode, and I'm sure you've enjoyed every piece and every word that has been said today. All right, guys, you can catch us on Instagram and TikTok as The Creative Voice. And do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Creative Voice Podcast. We see you again next week.